Gentlemen, welcome to the ITTF Pan American Championships in Rock Hill, South Carolina. We are about to start the women's singles semifinal, and we've got an exciting match coming up. Bruna Takahashi from Brazil, world number 19 in the far screen, wearing the green shirt. She's serving right now, is facing Mo Jung from Canada, currently ranked number 45 in the world. This is going to be a fantastic match. Two players in the world top 50, one in the world top 20. And anytime Mo Jung is out there, the rallies are usually pretty good because of the style that she plays. And I like to say Bruna Takahashi is an electric player to watch. She is so exciting. She's got incredible shot-making ability on both sides of the ball. And I expect to see some fantastic action this whole match. And you might look at the world rankings and think, well, Bruna Takahashi, she's number 19. She's got to be a pretty heavy favorite in this match, but actually not so much. This is pretty close, even matchup right here. Takahashi's certainly a favorite, but not by a lot. Had a lot of short rallies to start this match, both players feeling each other out. But as you can see, Mo Jung out with a big lead early in this first game. Takahashi not in rhythm yet, missing early in the rally each and every point. Jung doing a good job of just putting the ball on the table and watching Takahashi self-destruct so far. And that's why Mo Jung is such a tough athlete to deal with. She puts the ball on the table, and when she's got the opportunity, she'll smack the ball in, like you just saw right there. Now watch Mo Jung serve. See how she's serving with the red side of her rubber? That's inverted. Then she flips. She flips the racket and goes to the black side on her forehand, which is short pips. So she plays with short pips on her forehand, inverted on her backhand, but she serves with the inverted rubber on her forehand and then flips the racket and puts that pips back onto her forehand when she plays the rally. There's that high toss serve of Takahashi. And that ball clipped the edge there from Jung. Let's watch it again. Watch the ball hit yeah, right there. There's the edge. So unfortunate break there for Takahashi. And you see how Takahashi trying to work the body of Jung. Watch the placement of the ball right there. There's one, and there's another one right into the body. Watch Jung work that wide forehand to Takahashi right there, out to the wide forehand and then into the body. That's what you want to do against Takahashi. She's so good on that backhand side, and you want to get her moving a little bit out to that wide forehand, then make her go back to the backhand or middle. Ooh, that ball hit the net. A lot of unfortunate breaks against Takahashi this first game. We've seen an edge. There's a net. And when the score's 9-4, that pretty much finishes you off when your opponent gets a bunch of those and you get none. And those are the breaks of the game. They can go against you at times, and sometimes they go for you. Right now, they're going against Takahashi and for Mo Jung. Takahashi wins the point, but here's another good example of what Jung's trying to do. See her work the body, and then back to the backhand. So she's trying to get Takahashi into the middle or into the wide forehand, then go back to her backhand rather than starting the rally into the backhand like we saw Jessica Lai Reyes from the USA do a lot yesterday, and it really did not work out well for her at all. Right now, Jung just kind of putting the ball on the table, playing very safe, and Takahashi's out of rhythm, making a lot of unforced errors. And that happens to all these athletes from time to time, and it most likely happens in the beginning of matches. This is the first match of the day for both of these athletes. It's 11 a.m. here. So, they don't have a lot of rhythm. First game, first match of the day. Oh, that was a beautiful backhand there. Watch this wide down the line backhand there from Takahashi. That ball went outside of the white line. Very difficult to do that when you're going down the line, to put spin on it where it actually goes outside of the white line. And Mo Jung saying, I agree with you. I wasn't ready for that one. So Jung wins the first game 11-8. Let's watch that last point right here. And they're going to go back to their coaches and get a good look at Jung right there talking to her coach.
Second game.
Right, we're about to start the second game. Jung from Canada won the first 11-8. Takahashi ranks number 19 in the world. Jung ranks number 45 in the world. Jung with the 1-0 game lead. And she wins the first point of the second game. And that's got to feel good there, that point, if you're Takahashi, not just because she won it, but she actually had a decent rally. That's the longest rally we've seen of this match. So far, Takahashi's been out of rhythm. Jung has really just been putting the ball on the table and winning most of the points. And we've seen a lot of that right there. Takahashi made a decent opening, but was a little slow on the recovery, slower than what we normally see. So again, she just really hasn't found her rhythm yet. And Jung doing a great job of just putting the ball on the table, not making any unforced errors. Oh, that's a nice rally right there. And you see the reaction from Jung, because Jung's thinking, man, I thought I had that point. And then she goes down to the ground. And we see a smile coming out of Jung there. There's a rare unforced error by Jung. Watch right here. Not a lot to that push. It was nicely placed, obviously. It got Jung to miss it, but that's where Jung is so tough. She really doesn't make many unforced errors. She's going to make you earn each and every point. And there's another unforced error. Takahashi said, hey, my cut worked the last point. Let's try it again. And it worked. So maybe Takahashi's thinking, okay, maybe I'm just going to put the ball on the table a few times. Let's see if Jung can open and do some of the work. And she wasn't able to make it happen the last couple points.
4-2.
Great placement, and there's the wide forehand we talked about. Can see what Jung wants to do when she gets the opportunity and can put some pace on it. She wants to hit that wide forehand of Takahashi. Beautifully done there. This is a great, I like to call it a Hugo Calderano little hook forehand right there. Calderano, her male teammate. They won the mixed doubles yesterday, does that shot so well. They train a lot together. And I've seen Takahashi do that shot more than normal of late. And so I think she's picked that up from her teammate, and it's been very effective.
4-5.
So this match is heating up. Not many rallies in the first game, but now you see Takahashi starting to get her rhythm more. Jung starting to play a little better herself, and the rallies are starting to get better. There's the quick backhand of Jung. Watch her jump on this off the bounce right here. Quick off the bounce. She took it so quick. See, it gave Takahashi very little time to react. When you take that ball right off the bounce, your opponent has less time to react, and you can see what that did there to Takahashi.
5-4. 6-5.
Oh, those are great reactions there from Jung with that pips. Watch this reaction. Oh, she saved the net. And that's just good stuff from Jung. It is not easy to save any kind of net, especially that one. And that threw Takahashi off because the ball came back so funny when she had to save that net.
6-7.
There's a miss from Jung, but again, see what she's trying to do when the opportunity's there, wide to the forehand. Just wasn't able to make that one, and you saw her reaction. And Takahashi trying to do the same thing when the opportunity's there. She's going out to that forehand. Both players with very strong backhands. So notice how they're both trying to find the wide forehand of their opponent. Oh, great serve. Loaded it up with side top spin. Let's watch it again. Side top, and she blows it off the table. That ball actually went half long. That was an opportunity for Jung to attack it. So the half long serve also caught Jung off guard. Nice rally. See how consistent and safe Jung is when she played that point. Didn't go for any fancy stuff. Didn't put a lot of speed on it. Just put the ball back medium speed. Got rewarded. Oh, that's a great job by Takahashi finding the body of Jung. Maybe it might have mishit it a little bit because I saw her put her hand up right there. Couldn't tell from here, but it probably came off a racket funny, so you saw her put her hand up in respect like something lucky happened out there. Nice save off a net from Takahashi, and she wins the second game, 11-7. There's the save off the net right there. Well, this match starting to heat up, I like to say, because the rallies got a lot better in that second game, and we are tied up at 1 game apiece as we go into this third game. Oh, beautiful opening by Jung, and that's why Takahashi's trying to stay away from this right there. You don't want to be dealing with those kind of shots if you're Takahashi, so she's going to be careful on her next push not to put it right into the teeth of the Jung backhand. Great serve. That was a nice reaction by Takahashi because that was a strong opening by Jung. Watch the quick backhand of Jung. Watch her jump on it quick. We've seen Jung do it twice now. Notice how she opens into the middle or the forehand of Takahashi. Doesn't want to open into the Takahashi backhand, knowing she's probably going to get a difficult shot to deal with. Let's watch this high toss right here. And then a nice opening. Kept the ball low to the net. And we are tied up at 3 apiece in this third game. So this match has been very even thus far. Oh, wow. We saw a net and an edge. Let's watch it again. Here comes the net. And now watch the edge. And you know what? I'm going to say Takahashi deserves a net herself. Let's watch it again. She's had so many against her. She finally got one going her way in this third game.
Five, four. Five, four. Four, six.
Oh, there's a great example of Takahashi working the middle of Jung. There's one to the middle, another to the middle, and a third to the middle, and that wins her the point, and you saw the reaction from her. She is starting to get more vocal out there. There were some more shots into the body of Jung. She dealt with it nicely. There's one into the middle, another one into the middle. Jung was able to get that time and win the points. You can see what Takahashi's trying to do to Jung tactically, placing that ball a lot into her body. Oh. These are nice gets from Takahashi because that's a quality shot right there, and Takahashi was able to get it, and that's the no court syndrome right there. When you see an open court, sometimes you do what Jung just did. Instead of just putting that ball on the table, she blew it off the side of the table. And now you're seeing Takahashi start to heat up. She's not making any unforced errors right now. That whole first game was full of unforced errors from her. She's really starting to find her rhythm and clean things up.
5-10.
And that's a frustration smile there from Jung. We've seen a lot of frustration smiles this game. But Takahashi not really giving her much to work with, putting that ball on the table each and every point with quality. And there she missed one, but that's okay. When you're up 10-5, you can afford to miss one or two or three. That'll do it for the third game. Takahashi wins impressively. 11-6. That ball hit the edge there at the end, as you could see. So Takahashi got a couple breaks for the first time this match in that third game. We saw a net earlier in the game and then an edge to win it. So the nets and edges generally even out over time, not necessarily evening out within a match, but over time they come and they go for you and against you. And Takahashi leads this match 2-1. Well, for those of you that have just joined us, welcome to the ITTF Pan American Championships. We are in Rock Hill, South Carolina. My name is Jimmy Butler, and it is great to have all of you with us here today. We are watching a really good match right now. World number 19, Bruna Takahashi of Brazil, leads this match 2-1 against world number 45, Mo Jung of Canada. This is the women's singles semifinal. Right now, Takahashi, good save on the net right there. And she is in a really good rhythm right now. She's not making unforced errors like we saw her do the whole first game. And that's a great serve. Get your opponent to do a little dance. Watch this by Mo Jung. She's like, whoa, wasn't ready for that. That ball hit the top of the net there, so we've seen Takahashi get a number of those of late after they were going against her in the beginning of the match. And that's why Jung is trying to stay away from the Takahashi backhand because of this right there. Takahashi just jumped on that ball quickly, took it down the line. And she's off to a quick start in this fourth game. There's a nice receive, and Jung needed a good receive. She's gotten schooled off of the Takahashi serve lately. That time she jumped on the ball off the bounce, kept it low, and it was the placement that was so good, right into Takahashi's body. Takahashi was not waiting there. Oh, there's that Takahashi backhand. That is so deadly. Let's watch it again. Strong opening, and then another nice follow. Notice how she took those balls quickly off the bounce, giving Jung less time to react. Oh, that ball hit the top of the net, but nice backhand reaction right here. And that's a textbook finish by Jung. Watch where she places the ball, right into her opponent's body. Want to be careful not to hit that ball into your opponent's racket. These athletes are so good. There's a good chance they'll get that back. So you want to put it in a spot that makes them uncomfortable. And those are two nice shots now by Jung from Canada to come within 1 point in this fourth game. Oh, Takahashi wishes she had that back because she got Jung to pop the serve up and she went right into her body. If that ball goes on the table, it's game over. Or I should say point over, because there's no way Jung would have got that back, but she just blew it off the end of the table. So that's 3 in a row for Jung. Make it 4 in a row. So these are the ebbs and flows of sport and of table tennis. One moment, Takahashi's on a run, winning a bunch of points, and then in the twinkling of an eye, now it's Jung winning 4 points in a row and looking sharp out there. That'll break that 4-point run, and you saw the reaction from Jung because she goes, oh, that's my best shot. I love my backhand, and I can't believe I just missed it. But Jung cut that ball so heavy, and it was a high receive. It wasn't a great receive, but she put so much spin on it, she got Takahashi to blow it into the net. It's a heavy cut on the receive.
9-7.
Another nice forehand cut here. So that's 2 errors in a row off a cut from Takahashi. Look at this, Jung now leading 9-7. She was trailing 6-3. 10-7, comes up with a nice serve. So Takahashi up 2-1 in games, was up 6-3, and before you can blink your eyes, Jung is up 10-7 this game.
8-10.
So we are going to have game point number 2 for Jung. Oh, Jung cannot believe she missed that, because that ball pops up, and that's generally an easy finish for her. And boy, at 10-8, that was an important finish. She still has a 3rd game point, but what an opportunity that was missed, that last point. Oh, and Takahashi blows one herself. That's an easy ball for Takahashi, but at 10-9, funny things happen out there on a table tennis court. The nerves get a little bit different. Muscles tend to tighten up a little bit because of the nerves and the emotion when the ball, or when the game gets close like that. And that kind of stuff happens out there when it's 9-all or 10-9 or deuce, and we just saw it. We saw Jung blow one at 10-8, and then Takahashi blew one at 10-9. What a match. We are tied at 2 games apiece in this women's singles semifinal. And so we're about to start the 5th game. World number 19, Bruna Takahashi of Brazil. World number 45, Mo Jung of Canada. Here we go. Oh, what
One
a
love.
point. Both athletes. Let's watch it again. Look at that get. And then Takahashi recovers with a beautiful backhand.
Love 2.
Another quality point from Takahashi. As we look at it again, finds the body, and that ball actually hit the top of the net. I did not see that in live time. That ball can be so fast sometimes. I didn't even see it hit the top of the net till I saw a replay.
Love 3.
Great job by Takahashi coming out into this fifth game. No unforced errors, extending every rally, really putting a lot of pressure on Jung.
4 love.
Another quality shot from Takahashi. That's 4 in a row. Oh, that's too good. And there's the smile from Jung. Look at this reaction right there. Jung put some pretty good pace right into the body of Takahashi, but she was able to take a half step back and just drill that forehand. Oh, Takahashi's on fire right now. She can't miss. Look at her go, just reacting beautifully.
One 6.
Jung stops the bleeding. She got Takahashi to pop that serve up.
Seven 1.
See how quickly a game can get away from you if you're Jung. I mean, this game just started and she's down 8-1.
8-1. One 9. Two 9. 9 3.
So generally, when a lead gets this big, it was 9-1. Now we're at 9-3. It's usually a formality, but if you're Jung, you're certainly not going to give up. You just put the ball on the table and see what happens, and that's what she's doing. See how she's just cutting it on the table,
9
playing
4.
safe, and looks like she's saying, okay, Takahashi, I know you're probably going to win this game, but I'm going to make you make 2 quality shots through me to win the game. So it's Jung taking no risk right now, just putting the ball on the table safely. There's another safe return.
4 7.
Takahashi able to win that point.
Five 10. Let 5 10. 11 5.
That'll do it. 11-5 for
Takahashi.
Takahashi. She wins the 5th game, and she will lead this match 3-2. She came out on fire to start that game and then ran away with it at the end.
Champ to serve. Lobo. Love 1.
Ball hit the top of the net. You saw the smile from Jung. Let's watch it again. There's one net and then the top of the net from Takahashi. So Jung hit the net and then Takahashi gave her a net right back.
1-0.
Watch Takahashi just go for a smack right there. She usually spins those balls, but she went for a Mo Jung forehand smack. Didn't make it.
2-1.
Wow, that's too good. Takahashi off to another good start in the sixth game, and we're going to get a timeout from Jung. She wants to talk about it with her coach and see if she can come up with a plan to stop this game from getting out of hand any more than it already is. So as we watch Jung walk back out slowly to the table, and you see Takahashi doing a little boxing dance there, getting ready for the next point. Let's talk about their ages. Bruna Takahashi currently 25 years old. Mo Jung currently 37 years old. So 12-year difference in age. And there's another point one from Takahashi. So Jung not able to come out of that timeout and win the point. There's another good serve from Takahashi. Caught Jung into the middle, deep. She wasn't ready for it, didn't expect that. Oh, good job by Jung. She might have copied Takahashi on this serve right into the body. You know, sometimes when I'm playing out there and my opponent does a good serve on me, I think to myself, man, that was a good idea, and I give it right back to him, and that's what Jung did. She served deep right into the body of Takahashi, which is what Takahashi did, and it worked on Jung previously. Oh, and that hurts right there when you're down 6-3. You got to make the opportunities when they're there, and that was a good serve and a pop-up and a miss, and you saw the frustration there. So there's almost no margin of error left for Jung, and that's why you saw her so frustrated missing that shot.
7-4.
Been a rare unforced error of late from Takahashi, but a good cut. Just kind of was kind of a half floating flick, actually. Not much of a cut there from Jung, throwing Takahashi off. There's another Calderano-like forehand little hook. Watch this shot right here. Her teammate, Hugo Calderano, is so good at that shot, and I've seen Takahashi do that more than ever this tournament. And so I'm guessing she picked that up from her male teammate. They won the mixed doubles yesterday. Hugo Calderano, world number 3.
5-8.
There's a little help from the net for Jung. That ball hit the top of the net from Takahashi. Let's watch it again. Here's the receive off the. Well, I saw the net move. I think it hit the top of the net because Jung looked very frustrated. Well, this match was dead even the first 4 games, but it has been all Takahashi these last 2 games, and she's got her first match point. And she wins on a nice rally, and she takes it on the first match point as we watch the last point right there. And we see the athletes shake the umpire's hands. And Bruna Takahashi of Brazil, world number 19, will advance to the women's singles finals of this ITTF Pan American Championships. We are in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And stay with us because we've got another exciting match coming up. You don't want to miss world number 3, Hugo Calderano of Brazil. He's coming up, and he'll be facing world number 118, Nicolas Burgos from Chile.
Algo,
Best of 7 game. First game, Calderano serve. Level. Net.
We're about to start the men's singles semifinals here at the ITTF Pan American Championships. And anytime world number 3 Hugo Calderano is out there, it is a fun match to watch because he is one exciting athlete to witness out there, no matter who he's playing. And that's who you're looking at in the green right there, who just served those first 2 balls. And his opponent, Nicholas Burgos from Chile, currently ranked number 118 in the world. And look at that backhand of Calderano. Let's watch it again. Watch him power and then quickness right there. And he is silky smooth. And one cool customer, Hugo Calderano. And there's a cool, silky smooth edge right there. If there is such a thing, there it is again. And he's off to a quick 4-0 lead as we will look at his high toss serve. And wow. He got Burgos to pop it up, but watch the technique. How beautiful that technique looks, the way he finished that ball. Well, I was watching Calderano yesterday, and he won his matches, but he didn't look super in rhythm by any means at all. It didn't look as sharp as normal, but didn't need to be. He was too good for his competition. But boy, coming out, taking a look at him in this first game, the way he's moving and how crispy his technique is, he looks super sharp. So this is the best he's looked to my eyes so far this tournament. Not just because he's up 6-1, but just the way he's taken this lead. See, look at that right there. I mean, how smooth is this receive?
Seven, 2. Three, 7. Let 3, 7. 3, 8. 8, 4.
It's a rare miss from Calderano this game. Had what he wanted. Got Burgos to pop that serve up. Just wasn't able to make the finish. He's got another serve coming up. Oh, that was such a nice cut. Boy, that ball hit the white line. Watch the cut right here. Right on the white line and into the body of Burgos. Anytime you can win the point off a cut, it's a good feeling because that's not a lot of work. Takes a lot of skill to do it, but it doesn't take a lot of energy to make a cut like that. Oh, that's a great rally. And a
First game,
great way
Burgos
to win the
Calderano.
first game for Hugo Calderano as we watch the end of that point. I liked how he just put that ball on the table safely because Burgos came in and did a little wiggly, put a lot of funny spin on it. And so Calderano didn't really take any risk. He said, you know what, I'm just going to place this ball with a medium speed shot. And that's exactly what he did. And he won the point. So great start for Calderano. Looked sharp out there.
Second game, Burgos serve. Level. Let. Love 1.
Watch the placement here of Calderano. He goes from the middle and places that backhand opening to the wide forehand outside the white line of Burgos. Nicely done. There's another one right there.
2. Love. Two, 1.
That's a nice receive from Burgos. Let's watch it again. Quality opening.
Two, 2. Let. 2, 2. 2, 3.
Burgos made a nice backhand attack there, but you got a good little look at the defense of Calderano. He brought that ball back with ease, even though it had so much speed on it. I was talking about it yesterday. You know, Calderano, Kanak Ja as well. Their defense is so good.
2,
And
3.
when their offense is a little bit off and they're not necessarily feeling it, they can go to their defense, and usually their defense is good enough to
4,
beat
2.
everyone here if their offense isn't clicking. So they got a lot of ways to beat you, but they want to feel good offensively. So they'd rather beat you with their speed and their offense than their defense. That's what makes these guys feel good, is when they're able to put pace on the ball and put them on the table.
5, 2.
Oh, look at that angle
6.
from Calderano. Let's watch it again. Burgos goes into his body, and then he gets that ball outside the white line of that forehand.
Let. 2, 6.
The ball hit the edge.
2, 7. 8, 2. Nine,
Once again,
2.
look how sharp Calderano looks, just making each and every shot. Hardly ever misses, and their quality. Well, that ball finally missed,
3,
barely
9.
off the top of the net, but he's just looks sharp and quick. His legs are moving well. And you can tell he's feeling it, and it's hard to come out this sharp. This is the first match of the day for both of these athletes. So anytime you start a new day, no matter how good you might have played the day before,
3-10.
not always easy to bring that rhythm into the next day till you get a couple games or a match under your belt. But Calderano has come out into this match and just looked near perfect from the very first point. Oh, that's so good to watch.
10-5.
Great rally. Best one of the match so far. Let's take a look once again at that rally. What a backhand right there. And then a little forehand hook cut from Calderano.
11-5.
What a finish.
Second game.
Hugo Calderano, world number 3. Looking good out there, and he leads this match 2-0.
Third game. Calderano serve. Love off. One, love. Love, 2. Love, 3. Three, 1.
So as we start this third game, we've watched Calderano get out to a 3-point lead, and there was a nice quality point and shot by Burgos as he trails this game by 2. It's been all Calderano thus
4,
far.
1.
But again, even though Calderano's winning this match so easily, so fun to watch him out there. The way he
1,
moves, his
5.
technique, just his style and his skill level is off the charts. And no matter how the match is going, he's just fun to watch. Look at that get.
2,
He
5.
lost the point, but some creativity in that point. And that was a creative shot there by Burgos. Love to see how he puts a massive inside side spin on that forehand there, and that threw
2, 5.
Calderano way off.
6, 2.
There's a heat check from Calderano. Sometimes you've got to see exactly how hot you are, and you go for one of those, and he kind of grimaced after he missed that. Nicely done
3-7.
by Calderano. Look at that beautiful forehand.
4-7. Eight, 4.
Nice save there by Calderano off the net. Made it look easy.
9-4. 5-9.
Quite a receive here from Burgos. Yes, it did hit the edge, but great reaction because that serve caught him off guard. Oh, how about that receive from
5-10.
Calderano? Let's watch him step around and just put a lot of force on that shot. So it makes you think he either saw that serve coming or he anticipated it might come because he stepped around on it.
10-6.
It's very difficult to wait for your opponent to serve deep and then step around once you see it's deep. You usually anticipate it or guess and just go around before it comes deep. And that's what we saw Calderano do. Sometimes you see your opponent give away something in their body language where you think it's going deep, so that was also a possibility. So Calderano, like he did the first two games, wins the third game easily, and he now has a big 3-0 game lead in this semifinal men's singles match.
Thank you.
Well, as we look at Burgos having a conversation with his coach in the background, let's talk about the umpires. We have Joseph Yick of the USA. He's actually off screen right now with this camera angle. So we're going to talk about Marina Cravens of the USA. That's who you see to the left there with the glasses behind the scorecard. And when the camera angle changes soon, we're going to get a good look at Joseph Yick. And there he is to your left. And he is the chair umpire of this match. Oh, great shot there by Burgos. Oh, and a nice finish. That's kind of what we call creativity, that kind of shot, and then how about the finish? So when you come up with those kind of shots like Burgos came up with, we like to call those creative type shots. They're unusual, and they tend to throw your opponent off. Not your standard kind of shot like you just saw Calderano do there. Cuts the ball, and then a nice clean-looking forehand opening. There's a nice rally. You watch the end of it again. Oh, beautiful. Oh, a lot of stuff happened at that point. There's a net, good save, opening, and then that shot there, and then Burgos able to get a net dribbler off of it. So there was some more creativity at that point.
2-3.
You know, it's the receive game of Calderano is so good and it's easy to miss, but you know, most people will see that forehand he just made and say, oh, nice forehand to win the point, but it's really the receive that set up the forehand. And Calderano's such a good receiver, he makes it look easy. And he missed that one, but look how he jumped on that ball so quickly and loaded it up that time with backspin. And although he missed it, you can see how precise he is with his receives. That's just too good. And that is so beautiful to watch.
4-3.
Look at Calderano work that wide forehand of Burgos, because when you get them out to the wide forehand, what's the first thing your opponent's worried about? Well, they're wanting to run back to their backhand. Calderano knows that, so he just went back to the forehand again and back to the forehand again, knowing Burgos was worried about that wide backhand, and you saw him win the point. There's a heat check.
4-4.
We saw him do one the last game. Watch this blistering backhand. That's about the only shot he hasn't made this match, is when he goes for crazy speed.
Net. 4-4.
Those are not the kind of shots you usually see at deuce or 9-all, but you'll see the athletes do them at these points of the game. See exactly how hot they really are, because Calderano's been hot
5-4.
from the first point of this match. And this is the first time Burgos has had any daylight in any game this match. He's actually got a 1-point lead, and we're midway through a game. And now he's got a 2-point lead.
4-6.
Great serve. I love the finish here.
5-6.
Watch the inside side spin forehand loop. And you saw what it did to Burgos. That had so much side spin on it, he wasn't able to deal with it. That was a heavy, heavy underspin serve. Watch this serve. Heavy. Got him to dump it in the net. Just like that, Calderano erased that 2-point deficit, and we are tied at 6 in this fourth game. This is the men's singles semifinal, and now Calderano takes a 1-point lead. It's been all Calderano from the very first point of this match. This is the first time Burgos has had any opportunity in any of these games. He led 6-4, and now we are tied at 7-all in this fourth game.
8-7.
What a cut by Calderano. Again, it's easy to miss these kind of shots right here. Watch this cut. Look what it did to Burgos. Man, when you can win points like that, it feels good.
8-9.
He is one of the best cutters in the game. There's a little touch received from Calderano, and Burgos said, "Get it out of here."
Nine.
Well, opportunity is there for Burgos. He is at 9-all in this fourth game. And let's see what kind of finish we get here. Calderano has the serve, so has the advantage. No doubt about that. Let's see what happens. Oh, he went for another heavy. He put a little side spin on it, but it had a lot of underspin on it. Similar serve to what worked previously, and now he has his first match point. Oh, great receive by Burgos.
10.
Watch Burgos jump on it off the bounce, kept it low, kept it short. Beautifully done. Great point.
10-11.
Yeah. Nice touch there by Burgos. Watch the net right there, and then Burgos comes up with that shot. What a finish by Burgos. He wins the fourth game, 12-10, and wins with impressive shots. It's not like Calderano made an unforced error anywhere at the end of that game. It was just all Burgos. And why not? I'd like to see another game. I don't know about all of you viewers watching, but this has been fun for me to watch. A lot of creativity and good action out there this match.
Fifth game, Calderano serve. Lover. One, love.
So this is game 5 of the semifinal match. And we are tied at 1 point piece. And right now, Burgos, for the first time this match, has found a rhythm. That last game, he was able to keep it close all the way to the end. 9-all deuce, and then he came up with 2 fantastic points. We are now tied up here at 2 apiece, but Burgos looking better. Calderano's looked good from the very first point. It's Burgos that upped his game. Oh man, that's really good stuff right there. Watch this block right here. Look at that guy. Calderano able to get it back. I mean, that was an interesting block technically. Would work against most people, didn't work against Calderano.
2-4.
Nice serve.
3-4.
Loaded it up. Let's watch it again. Side backspin.
4-4.
It's a good job by Burgos, keeping the game close like he did last game. The first 3 games, Calderano just jumped out to monster leads each and every game. So you can keep it close when you're playing someone
5-4.
a lot better than you, which is what Calderano is, world number 3. If you can keep it close, it puts a little pressure on him. If he jumps out to big leads, he relaxes, plays loose, and life gets really difficult.
5-5.
See, now that it's close, you'll see Calderano make some more of these kind of mistakes because he's got a little pressure on him. The score's close. He's not up 8-4, 7-2, 6-1. He missed that badly. We haven't seen Calderano miss this badly the whole match. That wasn't even close right there. Timing was off on that shot. Nice serve.
5-7.
This motion's been effective this game right there. That time he went deep. You saw Calderano dump that mid-net. You get your opponent or a world number 3 to dump it in the middle of the net or below. That's a really good serve. Oh, that was nicely done. There's a good look at the backhand opening of Calderano. There's another one.
7-7.
Watch this serve. He steps around. A lot of athletes would take that a forehand from their middle. Calderano took his backhand from the middle. See, the score's close. And Calderono's got a little pressure on him and got him to make a mistake there. He was making all those kind of shots the first 3 games. Oh, my goodness. That's too good. If you're Calderano, you got to tip your hat to Burgos. When Burgos can make a shot like that, you just tip your hat. Not much you can do. So let's see how Calderano deals with the pressure this game. He's got the serve. He trailed 9-7. Now it's 9-8. Let's see how he finishes. Oh, that was just nicely done. Another time where he steps around and takes his backhand from the middle, steps into the middle and takes that backhand. A lot of athletes will take their forehand there, but Calderano's backhand's so good, he likes to also take his backhand there as well. Burgos with more opportunity to get another game on the board. He has game point. He's going to the serve that's been effective this whole game, that same motion. There it is again. And he does it. What a finish once again for Nicolas Burgos from Chile. He looked dead in the water the first 3 games, but ran off the last 2, and he did it at the end when it was winning time. 9-all in deuce games, that's winning time. And it was Burgos that came up with the goods the last 2 games. And this has turned into a match. Now you get a good look to the left of your screen. Lily Jung, she's going to play next. And you got her coach over there doing a little dance. That's Gao Jun over in the left-hand corner. Look at those dancing skills of Gao Jun. Didn't know she had that kind of rhythm. She's all pumped up. So Gao Jun, the U.S. national team coach for the USA. She was the one doing the dance, a former world top 10 player from China. She runs a club in California. Great coach. Fantastic human being to hang around. And this is a fantastic match we have going on right here in this men's singles semifinal, as we are tied up at 1-all in the 6th game. Calderano leads 3-2. Led this match 3-0, lost the last 2 games at the very end. Calderano started the first 3 games just on fire, wasn't making any mistakes and wasn't missing those kind of shots. But Burgos was able to keep the last 2 games close, and then we started seeing Calderano start to miss a little more. Still looks pretty good, but just could do no wrong the first 3 games. And now you see a little emotion from Calderano. See, he's feeling the heat. We're in the 6th game. We haven't heard his vocal cords this whole match, and now you heard a little scream come out of him after he won that point.
2-3.
Nice serve.
3-3.
Burgos has gotten Calderano to miss a number of his serves of late. Calderano, one of the best receivers in the world. So good at receiving, makes it look easy. It's almost easy to miss how good he is in that aspect of the game because he just returns things with ease. with such precision and skill. Well, and you see the reaction of Burgos. He knows he's got to make opportunities when they're there, and he felt like that was an opportunity he needed to make, although that was not an easy shot. There was a lot of spin on that ball. Calderano is so good at working the wide forehand of his opponent as we watch him do it there. That's really a tactic that's widely used with the best players in the world. You see them try to go with speed out to their opponent's wide forehand in today's game, and Calderano does it so well, and he's got a 6-3 lead in this sixth game. It's another shot to the wide forehand, and another one.
7-3.
It's a great job by Calderano coming out in this sixth game, and he's jumped out to a monster lead. And now he can play loose and relaxed and go for some of his stuff and not feel so much pressure. Well, that ball came off funny off the Burgos racket. I'm not sure what happened. Let's look at it again. It may have been clean. Something funny happened there. Just didn't look right, but he won the point. He'll take it. If Calderano's able to finish this game off, this might be a good thing for him to have been tested these last few games. He won those first three games so easily. Sometimes it's nice to go through a little mini struggle out there and to kind of get a little experience and feeling in that aspect of things. Because you know he's thinking about the finals as well.
10-5.
It's nice to be tested a little bit. And he was tested a little bit this match, but he responded really well this game. And he's done it. And you can see the little reaction from him. He's happy this match is over. Good stuff by both athletes. As we watch them shake hands and go back to their corners. Hugo Calderano, what a treat to watch, and he will advance to the men's singles final of this ITTF Pan American Championships. And ladies and gentlemen, stay with us because we've got another thriller coming up. Lily Jung of the USA, world ranked number 34, will be facing off against Adriana Diaz of Puerto Rico. She is currently ranked number 20 in the world. Don't want to miss this one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start this women's singles second semifinal. The far corner of the table there, Adriana Diaz from Puerto Rico, ranked number 20 in the world. She will be facing Lily Zhang of the USA, currently at number 34 in the world. Anytime these two athletes face off, it is fun to watch because they are both two of the best athletes in the world. And it is fun to watch their style of play. Diaz, very creative. She can spin, she can flat hit, she can do stop blocks, she can do it all. Lily Zhang, one of the best players in the world at getting that ball on the table, doesn't make many unforced errors. And generally, when Lily Zhang's playing, you get to see good rallies because she's not going to overpower you, but she's going to beat you with a lot of consistency. At least she's going to try to beat you with consistency, and that's what creates a lot of good rallies. So she's fun to watch. Over to the left, let's talk about the umpires. We have Erica Ons from Canada. She's the chair umpire. And to your right, Clive Johnson from Jamaica. 1-0. There's an edge of the racket miss there by Diaz. That ball shot off the edge of her racket. And both athletes inspecting the ball. I'm not sure what they just agree. Oh, I'll tell you what happened. It hit the edge of the racket of Diaz, so Zhang was showing her the ball and saying, I don't think you broke it. I think we can keep playing with it. And Diaz said, yeah, I think you're right. Let's keep playing with this ball. I might have just thrown that ball away rather than taking the effort to inspect it. Just go with another one.
Let 1-2.
But Zhang might have said, hey, I like this ball. I just won the point. I don't want to throw it away. That's probably what she was thinking. Yeah, these athletes can be superstitious. There's a nice rally. You know, some of you might have noticed. I noticed it the minute I walked into this gym. Zhang is a little slimmer than normal. She has lost some weight. She's a little more slim and cut than what we normally see. So I'm not sure if that was planned or if that just kind of happened. Who knows? But it's a little bit of a different look for her. She's usually a little heavier than that. So as we start this first game, it's been pretty even. Diaz jumped out to a 3-1 lead, and Zhang has won 3 points in a row. See how Zhang just puts that ball on the table each and every point. Doesn't take a lot of risk. She's not going to overpower you with her openings, but she's not going to make many mistakes. A little bit Canuck jaw-like. Likes to get into the rally. Oh, nicely done there by Diaz. Watch the technique here. Watch this forehand right there. She had to kind of lift that racket over her head to get that forehand on the table because that ball pushed her back. The length of the shot by Zhang. And see Zhang's reaction. She does not like to miss receives, and she hates making mistakes early in the rally, which happened right there. She looked over to her coach, Gao Jun, and said, what the heck? That's my favorite spot on the table. How did I miss that backhand? Nice serve by Zhang. She doesn't get a lot of points won off her serve. That's not her strength, but good location there. It's exactly what Diaz did to Zhang previously. Maybe Zhang copied her and said, hey, I'm going to try that same thing. Good idea, Diaz. That time Diaz able to find the body of Jung right here. Watch her get it towards the body. Wasn't exactly into the body like I thought once I saw it on replay. That was just good camera work. And these are nice camera angles by the camera crew here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. You know, there's a lot of debate about the camera angles we see a lot on WTT, and I do some commentary with WTT from time to time, and they show a lot. Let's watch the end of this point there. Nice little rally. They tend to show a lot of the camera angle not from behind the table like you're seeing here, but they tend to go from the side of the table most of the time. Some people like it. But then there's a number of people that prefer this camera angle right here because you can see the angles and the spins a lot better. And so this is a more traditional camera angle that people are used to, this one right here, because you can really kind of see everything. And I like the front camera angle that WTT does. Perhaps they go to it a little too much. That's some people's argument. I'm going to stay neutral on that. I'm just throwing that out there. There's a lot of talk about that. And this camera angle generally is preferred by a lot of the viewers right here. So Diaz takes a 1-point lead, and we're getting close to winning time here when you get to the end of these games. That's when the pressure gets on, and that's when winners become winners. And that was a winning shot and a creative shot. Look at that right there. An inside backhand slice. I actually love doing that shot myself. And you don't see that shot done very often. And so Diaz so creative, and she could come up with those kind of shots. And you saw what it did to Jung. So in winning time, it's Adriana Diaz of Puerto Rico that comes up with the goods in this first game, and she will lead this match 1-0. And there's a good look at Lily Jung's coach. We were talking about her earlier, doing a little dance in the corner when the men's singles semifinal was going on, waiting to come into this match. That's Gao Jun, former world top 10 player from China. What an asset to have Gao Jun in your corner. She's been there and done that with the best in the world. And now she's passing that on to our top players. Not just our top players, our young players as well. She runs a club in California and has been doing that over a decade. And she's also passing on her experience to a lot of our up-and-coming young players. So we start this second game. Diaz leads it 1-0. Jung to serve.
1-0.
Let's watch the serve. This wasn't a very good deep serve. It was high and slow, but she won the point. Deep serves you generally want to be low, deep, and have length. You want them to land towards the white line of your opponent. Oh, beautiful finish by Jung. You don't see Jung go for a lot of power on her openings, but when you pop the ball up on a receive, Jung will go for power, as you saw her do there. And Diaz, oh my goodness, I didn't even think Jung, I thought she was out of the point. Wow, what a get by Jung. Yes, it did hit the edge, but fantastic get. I thought that was point was over. That's one reason why you don't want to play into the racket of your opponent. These athletes are so good
0-3.
if you don't locate it properly. And that was an incredible get by Jung.
3-1.
Let's watch that again. Quick backhand by Jung. Another quick one. Wasn't able to make it, and she was a little bit frustrated. You saw her face looking over at her coach, wondering why she missed that. That's her bread and butter. So these athletes don't like to miss their strength. There's an opportunity that just missed off the table there from Jung. She got Diaz to pop that serve up just enough where she could go for a forehand flick winner, but wasn't able to make it. Oh, that's a nice serve. Got Jung to miss the ball completely. You get your opponent to whiff your serve. That's quite a serve.
3-5.
That's the problem. If you don't execute a deep serve well, this is not a good deep serve. Watch it. It's high, it's slow, and that's what got her there. Diaz stepped around and just wiped that serve out. Oh, that's beautiful backhand by Jung. Let's watch it again. This is as good as it gets. Off the bounce, quick, down the line, nobody home. Oh, that's a great rally and a great look at both of these ladies' backhands. They're both so good from that side of the table. Diaz able to win that point. You know, both of these athletes take that ball off the bounce so quick on their backhand side.
5-7.
So Jung said, you know what, I'm going to test Diaz's forehand this point after that last one, and it worked. Oh, great job by Jung. Once again, when the opportunity's there, going to the wide forehand right there. That's really what both of these athletes are looking to do. When the opportunity's there, they want to get that ball into the body or the wide forehand of their opponent. And there was a good example of that right there from Jung. Oh, I love that received by Diaz. There's some creativity. We use that word. Here's what it means. That kind of shot. That's unusual. You don't see your opponent do that very often. And so when it does happen, you saw what it did to Jung. She wasn't ready for it. Not expecting that kind of shot. That's great table tennis. It all starts with a perfect receive from Jung, and now we watch into the point, Jung's backhand, and then the forehand finish. If you're Diaz, you just got to tip your hat to Jung on that point. And Jung goes over the barrier and works hard to get that ball. Took a long trip over those LED barriers on the back side there. She had to be careful. You don't want to accidentally hit your foot on those barriers. They're expensive. We'd be sending Jung a bill if she damaged those things. Glad she was careful. Oh, that ball hit the edge, but that was such a good point. Unfortunate it hit the edge for Jung, but look at those backhands by these athletes. But yeah, that was so painful if you're Jung to have to deal with an edge there because she needs this game. She's down 1-0 and played such a good point. And now she trails by a point, and once again, we're at winning time in the second game. Diaz came up with the goods the first game in this moment. Now she's coming up with the goods. Once again, this game is not over, but we were at 8-all, and she's run off 2 points in a row. And she's got the serve, so Jung in a little bit of a hole here. Let's see how this game finishes. Great serve. That's how it finishes. Let's watch it again. That's how you like to finish a game. Do it on your serve and win it outright. That's exactly what Diaz did, and she now leads this match 2-0. Both these last 2 games came down to the end, but it was all Diaz in crunch time.
Estoy trabajando, ceros. Información.
Third game, Diaz to serve, level. One, love.
So as we start this third game of this women's singles semifinals, Diaz jumps out to a quick 2-0 lead with the serve, and Jung right now has got to make some kind of move, or this match is about to get out of control way earlier than she wants it to. We're down 2-0. It's not a must-win, but it's an almost must-win. It's rare that these athletes come back from 3-0 game deficits. It does happen sometimes, but you're talking like, well under 10% of the time. So Jung's thinking she's got to win this game if she's going to have a realistic chance this match. She's starting out with a deficit right away. Diaz is so quick on that backhand side. She overwhelms you with quickness more than speed most of the time. She stays close to the table and just jumps on the ball off the bounce so quickly. Keeps it low to the net. That was a great rally. I never see Jung make backhand kills like we saw. We're not going to get to see it in this replay because we're watching the end. She made a running backhand kill that I really never see her do. That was impressive. Good serve. Nice finish. It's the serve. Got the pop up and then the finish.
Five, three.
That serve wasn't so good from Jung. It went half long, but she wasn't intending to serve it half long. And you saw Diaz kind of jump on that receive, and then you saw her finish it off with that forehand.
Six, three.
And it's the serve of Diaz that got Jung to pop the ball up, and then we see the finish here. Diaz has a strong service game. She can serve all kinds of different stuff. And there's a backhand swat attempt from Diaz. So she's one of the best in the world. She can spin and flat hit. Not many athletes do both. Almost everyone's spinning everything unless they have short pips on their paddle. But Diaz, she can do either one, and that gives her a whole nother aspect to win points with. She'll probe her opponents, she'll spin at you and flat hit, and she'll see if you're having more trouble with one than the other. Generally, these athletes have more trouble with the flat hits than the spins. Obviously, you can't flat hit a whole match because when balls are low, those are difficult shots to take. When you mix things up and you go from a spin to a flat hit, it's very difficult for these athletes to deal with because almost all these athletes spin. So they aren't used to the flat hitting game very often, unless it's a short pips player, and then that pips player is flat hitting the whole time. You know, doing something over and over and over again is not as effective as changing things up and mixing in flat hits with spins. So once again, you know, we're past midway of this game. It's been even like it was the first two games, but Diaz ran away with the last two games at the end. Now she's got a 2-point lead in this third game. And see, it's the service game of Diaz that's been an advantage in this match. She's won a lot of points off her serve, not just outright, but she's gotten a lot of pop-ups from Jung. Diaz wishes she had that back because that's an easy shot for her. She had a chance to go up by 3 right there. She can't believe she missed it. Now she's still up, but only by a point.
Let. 9-7. Let. 9-7.
Well, that's one way to receive a serve. Just drill it with a forehand flick kill. Obviously, that serve is a little bit too high, and that gave Jung the opportunity, but that is a quality receive there from Jung. So you see why it's so important to keep that ball low to the net on the serve. And another quality received by Jung. And once again, we're in winning time in this third game. It was all Diaz in crunch time those first two games. Jung has won the last 2 points. She's tied it up at 9-all. Let's see if Jung can come up with the goods in this third game and make this a match. She almost has to win this game to realistically have a chance this match. Oh, and that was an opportunity she wasn't able to take advantage of. That's a pop-up right there. And we saw Jung make that similar shot earlier but in crunch time wasn't able to make it there.
11-9. Third
That
game,
ball
Diaz.
hits. Let's watch it again. Does it hit the net? No, actually, it came off the racket of Diaz. Funny, I guess, because it didn't hit the net, it didn't hit the edge, but something funny happened for Diaz to raise her hand out of respect and say sorry. Bottom line is Diaz, in crunch time, has had all the answers these first 3 games. Every game has come down to the end. It's been all Diaz each and every game.
Fourth game, Zhang to serve, love all. Love 1.
Here we go. We have begun this 4th game. Adriana Diaz of Puerto Rico, ranked number 20 in the world, leads this match 3-0 against Lily Jung of the USA, currently ranked number 34 in the world. And all 3 of the first 3 games, all came down to the wire at the end, but it was Diaz in crunch time each and every time. She had all the answers at the end of those first 3 games. And now she jumps out to a 3-0 lead in this 4th game. Oh, what a get by Diaz. And you see her reaction because she saves the net. Watch this. This ball comes off the top of the net. And somehow Diaz came up with that shot and she liked it. And I'd like it too. That was an incredible get.
1-4. Let 1-4.
Well, that gave away the deep serve. Anytime you serve deep, it hits the net. Well, now your opponent knows you were doing it. She did it again, and Diaz was waiting for it. That's the problem is when you serve deep and it hits the net, your opponent's automatically going to be ready for a deep serve now on the next one, so you generally won't see an athlete go deep twice. Jung chose to do that, and you saw what happened. Diaz was waiting for it.
5-2.
Well, the first 3 games were close to the end. Diaz right now threatening to run away with this 4th game. Let's see if Jung can come up with any answers here. Oh, and that's an opportunity missed. And that could be a sign of things to come for the rest of this game. That's a big hole to get out of now. Down 7-2 if you're Jung. Jung smiles there because watch Diaz come up with that shot. I mean, that was so good. Jung had to give her a smile. Good time. Jung doesn't normally go for these kind of rips, but she's frustrated, and why not? Let's see if you can just make one or two and get yourself back into the game. Wasn't able to make that one. Diaz with a little heat check. She's got a big lead, and she wanted to see if she could rip one in just like Jung tried previously, and that's why these athletes don't go for that kind of speed very often. It's difficult to make it. So you don't see that kind of speed happen at 9-all or deuce because they don't want to take that kind of risk, but you'll see them do it sometimes when the score gets out of hand.
4-9.
Oh, and there's a make with a blistering backhand. Let's watch it. That's Mr. Big right there. Hard to hit it much faster than that. Now Jung's going into what we call exhibition mode. She's conceded the game, so she's going back and lobbying, and they're playing a little entertainment point. And Diaz is going along with it and playing right to Jung. And I don't know what she was trying to do there, but it was entertaining, nevertheless. Let's watch it again. I'm not sure what she tries to do on the miss. Let's see if we can figure it out here. Oh, she was going for a sky lob with backspin. And we didn't really get to see the match point because we were watching the exhibition point, but this match is over. Adriana Diaz from Puerto Rico wins convincingly 4-0, and she will advance to the women's singles final, which, by the way, will happen today at 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But before we start talking about finals, we still have a men's singles semifinal coming up. So stick around because it's going to be a good one. If you look over to the corner of Lily Jung to the right, you'll see that man squatting down right now. His name is Kanak Ja. He's from the USA, currently ranked number 24 in the world. He will be facing Horacio Cifuentes from Argentina, who is currently at number 74 in the world. And both of those athletes have played a lot, so they know each other's stuff. And it should be a good one. So stay with us. That match is coming up next, right away.
Coming up next at table number 1, we have our last semi-final of this afternoon. We have the men's singles semi-final to see who will join Calderano for the men's singles finals, who will take place later this afternoon. And now, please welcome our players and the officials for the men's singles semifinal. First, please welcome representing Argentina, Horacio Cifuentes. And representing USA, please put your hands together for Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us, welcome to the ITTF Pan American Championships here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. We are at the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center, and we've got our second men's singles semifinal about to start now. This is the final semifinals of the day. We've already seen two women's singles semifinal happen, and we saw the first semifinals happen as well earlier. On the far side of the table, you see Kanak Ja looping his forehand right now. He is from the USA, currently ranked number 24 in the world. And his opponent from Argentina, Horacio Cifuentes, who is currently ranked number 74 in the world. This is a best-of-7 match. And our officials, to the right of your screen, Victor Hernandez from the Dominican Republic. And to the left of your screen is German Rosales from Chile. So these two athletes right here will be battling for the opportunity to play against world number 3, Hugo Calderano from Brazil. He has advanced to the final. He won his semifinal match 4-2 over Nicolas Burgos of Chile. So I have watched John Cifuentes play a number of times, and Ja has been very dominant in this series. I have seen Cifuentes come close a couple times, but it's been almost all Ja. I don't have an exact stat in front of me at this time on their exact head-to-head record, but I can tell you from memory, it's been pretty much all Ja. But here's a great opportunity for Cifuentes in this semifinal to take down a mini Goliath. I call a world number 24 a mini Goliath. Anytime you get that highly ranked in the world, it's a tough ask to win these kind of matches. But if you're Cifuentes, these are the matches you want an opportunity to have. So Ja's having to take a long trip to chase that ball. So he went over those LED barriers and took a long walk.
Not all. Two, one.
Good serve by Ja, got him to pop it up. Good get there by Cifuentes, but Ja reacted nicely. It was a quality point. Ja is so good at that forehand flick finish. Let's watch it here. Gets him to pop up the serve. And he is money on that forehand flick. Doesn't miss very many of them. But two good serves to start off this match for Ja. Got Cifuentes to pop them both up. These guys have played a lot, so it's not like Cifuentes is not used to the serve of Ja. So that's a good way to start the match for Ja. And a nice lead he's got going here.
1-4.
Now, Ja is one of the best receivers in the world, just like Calderano is. He makes the receive game look so easy, and it's one of the most difficult aspects of the game. Now, you saw him miss one there, so he wanted to make me look bad right when I said that. But he is so good in the receive game, and so check him out throughout this match. Watch Ja receive the serves. He makes it look easy, comes up with quality receive time after time after time, doesn't miss many like you saw him just do on that last one. Another good serve by Ja. That's 3 in a row because he got Cifuentes to pop it up again. That's a mini pop-up there. That ball hit the top of the net, so Ja raised his hand up out of respect. See if Cifuentes can receive a little better on the serve.
2-6.
At least he didn't, yeah, it was a little better. At least he kept it low to the net, so Ja could only lift that ball up safely, but Cifuentes blew that ball off the end of the table. And there's a quality receive by Ja. That's what I'm talking about. Watch this receive by Ja. Another good receive by Ja. And then a nice little mini rally after it. So see, look at those two receives by Ja. Easy to miss the receive. We generally see the finishing point and remember that the most when we're watching these matches, but I just saw two really good receives by Ja that gave him the opportunity to win those points. Oh, and then Cifuentes said, hey man, I got some good receives myself. Watch this. That was a bullet. There's another pop-up by Cifuentes off the Ja serve. Let's watch it again. That's a pop-up. Pretty easy finishing rally there by Ja. Cifuentes did get one of them back, but wasn't able to get 2 in a row back. Another good receive by Ja, and Cifuentes is going to have to start maybe working that forehand side a little more of Ja on the serve because, see, oh, I was going to say he's been working the backhand corner of Ja. Ja's been blistering him, and that's a nice quality receive by Ja, but Cifuentes came up with a better return.
Game 11-4, game 2.
Let's watch the serve, and then a nice opening there by Ja to win the first game, 11-4. It was all Canuck Ja in that first game. Now we get a good look at Ja in his corner talking to U.S. national team coach Mark Hazinski, a former great player himself, former U.S. Olympic team member. I used to battle him in a lot of matches. He played in the tail end of my era. I used to play in the 80s and 90s, also came back and played from 2012 to 2016, where I played Hazinski quite a bit. So we watched those two men talk it out there in the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you that have just joined us and those of you that have been with us, welcome to this ITTF Pan American Championships. This is the fourth semifinal match of the day. We've had two women's singles semifinals and one men's singles semifinal, and it really had a lot of great action. And one of the reasons it's been such great action is we've got some really highly ranked players in the world out there today. This is perhaps the strongest Pan American Championship field ever when talking about world rankings. So if you're going to watch a Pan American Championships, this is one you don't want to miss because the quality of play is just world class out there. We got to see world number 3, Hugo Calderano, in the previous men's singles semifinal. Now we get an opportunity to watch world number 24, Kanak Ja, the two top seeds in the men's singles.
1-2.
So fun to watch these guys play no matter who they're playing because they're just that good. That's a net dribbler. That's what we call a net dribbler. Why? Well, watch this. The ball hits the top of the net and dribbles over. It's impossible to get it back. Perhaps it is possible, but I've never seen it done. I don't like to use the word impossible. Well, there's Cifuentes drilled that serve of Ja. You saw the reaction of Ja. He's like, geez, I think I might not do that serve again. And yeah, he changed it up, went to the forehand. And a good decision by Ja because he goes to the short forehand and then gets that opening from the forehand. And that was a nice opening because that was not easy to do. That was a relatively quality receive from Cifuentes. We saw the skill level of Ja there, able to step around and get a lot of speed on that ball. Now that's a quality receive again by Cifuentes. So not a quality receive, I meant to say a quality shot off the Ja receive by Cifuentes. That was a quality receive by Ja, but a better reaction by Cifuentes. Cifuentes is a power player. He likes to play with speed a lot, and Ja knows that, and Ja is really good at controlling the table and putting the ball in places that make you uncomfortable. That's one of the reasons Ja's been so successful against Cifuentes, is he just doesn't give him anything to work with, so he can't get those speedy shots in. And there's Ja almost made a net dribbler right there. I mean, racket came out of his hand, so once your racket comes out of your hand, the point's over. Even if you make the shot, you lose the point. That was a good try there by Ja. Nice serve. Heavy side underspin, low to the net, short to the forehand, point one, outright.
Leg 4-6. 5-6.
Ball kind of came off funny from the racket of Cifuentes at the end of the point. That threw Ja off. You saw Cifuentes kind of react funny with his body language because it came off funny. That's a quality backhand from Cifuentes. Let's watch it again. Good received by Ja, but again, a better finish by Cifuentes. And we've seen that now at least 3 times this match where Ja comes in with a quality receive, puts quite a bit of force on that banana flick there. But when he goes right into the racket of the Cifuentes backhand, Cifuentes has been able to drill several of those balls back. So I look to see Ja start changing that location a little bit. He's well aware of what I just said. He's one of the smartest players in the game.
7-6.
See how Ja just keeps the ball in locations where Cifuentes can't really get any of his power in. And there he finally felt like he had an opportunity, but he wasn't able to miss it. But you see how Ja controls that table so well. His short game is fantastic. That was a nice serve by Cifuentes. Got Ja to pop it up. Anytime you get Ja to pop your serve up, you've done something special because Ja doesn't do that very often. He reads spin so well, and there's a pop-up. Another good serve. You won the point. Ja really with a good reaction here. Watch him. Catches Ja off guard. Ja really with a good reaction just to get himself into that point. But Cifuentes able to finish it off, and we are tied at 8. So here's a little mini opportunity for Cifuentes. That first game got away from him right away. This game, he's got a chance. You can see him doing a little boxing dance over there. He's pumped up. He knows this is an opportunity. It's a quality point by both athletes because here's a good receive. Ja with good defense and then takes over on offense. Let's see what Ja does here on his serve. He's had a good amount of success on his serve so far this match. Not a bad receive by Cifuentes. Not great, not bad. Wasn't able to make that little punch block there. What happened was Ja opened up and really didn't put any spin on that opening. That's what threw Cifuentes off. You saw him miss it off the top of the net. Normally when your opponent opens with a loop, you expect it to have a decent amount of spin on it. But Ja got kind of jammed on that receive and didn't come up with a lot of spin, and it actually worked out for him. Oh, that was an ugly miss there to lose the game because he got a little bit, well, it's not a bad receive actually. He just went for a lot of speed, and Cifuentes, that's the way he likes to play. He wants to try to kind of rip you off the table. You saw him try to do it there, but Ja is so good at putting the ball in locations that makes Cifuentes uncomfortable, and he now leads this match 2-0.
the game. Cifuentes to serve. Love all.
Well, as we're about to start this third game of this men's singles semifinal, welcome
Love one.
anyone that's just joined us here at the ITTF Pan American Championships. We're at the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
2 love.
The first game of this match, Ja won easily. The second game was 8-all, and then Ja ran off 3 points in a row. And now he's off to a 2-0 lead to start this third game.
2-1.
Oh, there's a good look at the Kanakja backhand. Look how quick he takes it off the bounce and gets a lot of force on it. But he takes the ball so quickly off the bounce. And that's the first impressive attribute of his backhand. Keeps it low to the net.
1-4.
There's another good look at it. Let's watch him receive with that backhand. Look how quickly he takes it. And we're going to get a timeout from Cifuentes. He wants to talk things over. And we talked about it earlier in the last match with Lily Jung and Adriana Diaz. You know, when your opponent's up 2-0, it's not like the third games it's a must win, but it's an almost must win because it's rare any of these athletes come back from a 3-0 game deficit. And so that's what Cifuentes is thinking right now. He's down 4-1, he's down 2-0 in games. He knows he kind of has to win this to realistically have a chance. So he wants to slow the momentum down, have a talk with his coach, see if he can come up with some kind of plan to keep this third game from getting more out of hand.
Time.
Well, Ja has looked really sharp this whole match, really from the first point.
1-4.
This is the first match of the day for both of these athletes. It's not easy to come out and really have your rhythm at the very beginning of a match when it's the first one of the day, but Ja has done just that this match. Calderano, the man the winner of this match will face in the final, he looked super sharp as well from the very first point. You know, and I watched Ja and Calderano play yesterday, and they did not look as sharp as they look today. So that's a good sign for both of them, because you want to play your best table tennis at the end of the tournament, because that's when generally the matches get the toughest, because you usually are playing guys that are stronger. Not always. Sometimes you get upsets that happen, but in the case of this tournament, that is the case. The winner of this match will have to play the world number 3, Hugo Calderano. So you know what these guys are thinking. They want to be playing their best in the final. And one way to have confidence is to play a good match in the semifinal. And that's exactly what Ja's doing right now.
3-6.
He just looks really sharp in all aspects of the game, including his serve. Which isn't always his strength, but it's looked good this match. And his receives have been fantastic. And after the receive, look at him. Oh. Ha. He did a little 360. Good receive, and watch the, well, it wasn't a 360, but he did a little body turn. And nobody was home. I think he thought that point was over, so he didn't respond. Cifuentes was ready for it. Great job there by Cifuentes. Nice serve. Caught Cifuentes off guard. Let's watch it again. Deep serve into the body of Cifuentes. And the spin messed up Cifuentes because Ja put side top on that. So Fuentes wasn't expecting that spin. He blew it off the end of the table. There's a nice little touch shot by Ja there. Let's watch it again. Here's a little bit of a pop-up, just a little pop-up. But I love that little creative shot there by Ja. He could have killed that. He could have looped it harder, but he went for a little hook shot there, wide to the Fuentes forehand. Oh, that's just too good.
4-9.
Watch the beautiful receive and finish here. Great receive, great finish.
10-4.
And this game is now a formality, and it's happening quickly. Look at the force Ja got on that receive. Man, that backhand is silky smooth.
10-4. Ten, 5.
So it's all Canuck Ja in the third game as we watch that last point, and he wins it 11-5, and he leads this match 3-0. You know, in the other men's singles semifinal, Hugo Calderano, world number 3, he came out and just dominated Burgos. He was up 3-0 in games. It looked like it was going to be a blowout, similar to this match, and then Burgos won the next 2 games. So you never know what can happen. Right now, it's all Canuck Ja, and we'll see what happens in this 4th game coming up. As this 4th game's about to start, you know, I'm sure all the viewers watching, I know I'm a viewer myself, even though I'm commentating. I'm sitting up high here watching this match. You know, we all like to see a good, entertaining match, and Calderano looked really sharp in the semis. Even though he dropped those last 2 games, Burgos played really well and won at the end of the 2 games there that he was able to win, and then Calderano ran away with it in the 6th. But Calderano looks really sharp, and Canuck Ja looks really sharp right now in this match. And if this keeps going the way it looks, and if Ja were to win this match looking sharp like this, you may have our 2 Goliaths in North and South America, Hugo Calderano and Canuck Ja, both playing at a high level in the final. That's really what we would all love to see, wouldn't we? This match is not over yet. We still got more action. You saw the reaction of John that receive. He hates to miss receives. Watch this. A good serve by Cifuentes. Got Ja to pop that one up. So that's 2 good quality serves by Cifuentes. Gets a nice little start in this 4th game.
Next. 1-3.
There's Ja, so good at locating the ball. See how he located that backhand right into the body of Cifuentes, made him uncomfortable. And you see Cifuentes like, what am I doing raising my body up? Stay down and react. Easier said than done. it again, right there. That's the creative type shots that I like to talk about. Shots you don't expect. So we like to call that a chop block. And there's a nice little forehand inside spinning shot right there. Let's see how he adjusted his wrist and came on the inside of the ball, put inside spin on it.
Left. 4-6.
Fuentes going to a different serve from a different location, going from that forehand side. They were both lets. He hasn't done this the whole match. Why not? Trying something different. Did not work out.
4-7.
His jaw, again, is just so sharp. I mean, just not really making any unforced errors and putting so much pressure on Cifuentes each and every point. And you never know what you're going to get when these athletes get out there. You catch them on days where they're just off and they don't look anything like this. But boy, when they're on, and right now Ja is on top of his game. He's making it look easy.
7-5.
Even though we know it's not easy at all, but he's just making number 74 in the world look easy. And that's how good Kanak Ja is. Not too long ago, made the semifinal of a WTT Grand Smash, one of his best performance ever in a Grand Smash. He's also a quarterfinalist in a World Championships. That was in Houston, Texas, my hometown. Also made the final 16 of the last Olympic Games. What a receive. Let's watch this receive. Surprised Fuentes has served so much into the backhand of Ja this whole match. Because we've seen Ja just grill so many of those banana flicks. That'll do it. Kanak Ja all the way from start to finish. He wins the match 4-0, and he will advance to the men's singles final, where he will face world number 3, Hugo Calderano from Brazil. And what a finals that will be. And that's going to happen at 5:45 p.m. Eastern time today. The women's singles is happening at 5 o'clock Eastern time. That's going to have Adriana Diaz facing Bruna Takahashi. Adriana Diaz, number 20 in the world. Bruna Takahashi, number 19 in the world. So what a fantastic finals we're going to have later this evening. But before those finals matches coming up, we're going to have the men's and women's doubles finals. The women's doubles finals will be coming up at 3:30 p.m. The men's doubles finals will be at 4 o'clock p.m. But that's going to do it for us in this morning and early afternoon session today. But we will be back at 3:30 for the women's doubles final, which will have Lucia Cordero and her partner Hidalyn Zabata from Guatemala. They'll be facing Arancha Cosio and Cleo Barcinas from Mexico. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for this morning and early afternoon session, and we hope to see you again soon at 3:30 p.m.